This is the sound of freedom. So last week we pulled off the Holley Sniper system and installed the Summit carburetor. A couple of days later, our distributor came in, and I couldn't be happier with this, and I highly recommend it. This is from Progressive Ignition. It's their HE0321BK, BK representing black. They offer blue and red also. Basically, this is an HEI distributor with a coil in the cap, the large style cap. It requires no mechanical adjustments at all. It's completely Bluetooth app programmable for the ignition timing curves. It uses a built-in map sensor, which is unique. You can measure that manifold air pressure via your phone to make those adjustments to the carburetor. The timing adjustments go from 10 to 50 degrees before top dead center. You can set a rev limiter on it, which I think from the factory comes at 10,000. This thing is absolutely fantastic as far as using it for a carbureted application. One of the really cool features about it is its lock feature. So from your app, you can shut it down to where it won't fire unless you're logged in to this distributor with its unique PIN number to reactivate it. Makes it difficult to steal a car with no ignition. All right, so this is a pretty basic installation. You have a 12 volt positive power wire there on the right going into the cap, and then that blue wire coming out is my tachometer feed, which, as you remember from last week's video, is required for the fuel pump to run, because that fuel pump controller that we have needs that. And so when the engine stalls or shuts off, you're not continuing to pump fuel to this regulator we installed last week, which has the gauge on it now. Super cool, neato. All right, so those two power wires, and then you can see this vacuum line that provides constant feed from the carburetor. There's that vacuum feed right to the bottom of that beautiful billet distributor. So like I said a minute ago, I couldn't be happier with this. Basic drop-in installation. Set your timing on your crankshaft at 10 degrees before top dead center. Drop this distributor down pointing at the number 1 cylinder. Put the cap on it. Fire it up. Start making your adjustments or measurements as you like to tune your engine, which each one of them are a little bit different, and what your goals are. This truck is set up to be streetable and friendly. It runs cool, starts easy. No need to max this thing out. I mean, let's be realistic, it's not a race truck. But it does start nice and easy, which is important to me and the future buyer. So, as not to cut away, let's try this out. There we are. Nice and smooth. I love it. And it's responsive. So don't let someone tell you that you need fuel injection or to not stumble. Smooth as butter. Now, let me show you a cool thing about this app feature. gauges that are offered. Now we can look at the table in Editor. You notice the little dot hovering right there at 850 RPM is where the current timing is set. And watch us rev it. And all these can be changed. You can edit each one of them if you so desire. Which I don't need to, because I think it's set up pretty good. And you'll notice the ignition lock down at the bottom. So you can hit OK as you get out of your car, and then shut the engine down. Now it's locked. So we can take advantage of this as a security system as well as a nice billet distributor. Normally you're going to pay a couple of $100 for a really high-end distributor, HEI system, billet aluminum. And you're going to pay a couple of $100 to $300 for a decent security system that, let's be honest, as long as they can't steal your car, that's a win. So these may retail for $460, and it seems like a lot, but if you consider everything that you get and also the tunability, not just for the distributor, but it allows you to have the information at your fingertips to know what you need to do with your carburetor tuning as well, which is valuable. I like that they have really simple, clear instructions. And you can tell they haven't been translated by someone else. And that's a really large image for a 2-wire diagram. But they're based out in California, so don't hold that against them. They're still America. Then it shows you examples of the app and how to use it, and the timing tables, and the things that we can do with our mobile device. So again, it gets my vote. Highly recommend it for the shade tree mechanic, or even if you have a tuner. This is information that he'd probably like to have at his fingertips. And being able to make changes as you're driving down the street with this distributor, I can't think of something else that offers that tunability. Most of your digital stuff even requires you to save the changes and turn your ignition off and restart for it to take effect. Whereas this stuff's instantaneous, so you can see how your engine reacts to the adjustments as you make them, to know if that was a mistake or not. Pretty cool. I like it. So, that's this week's video. Hope you guys like it. Stay tuned, because UPS showed up today from Summit with a box of their carpet for the C10. So we're going to see how that measures up. See you guys.